great hamburger taste, burgers, hot dogs, and specialty sandwiches, peanut buster parfaits, banana splits, and DQ blizzard flavored treats. Hot and cold foods that go beyond the dull and dim you get at other places. Delicious delights that aren't a drag on your wallet. Only at your Dairy Queen Brazier store, North Main Street in Jamestown.
And welcome back to a jam-packed Clarkrange High School gymnasium. We're getting set for boys action. Clarkrange and Pickett County this evening. Coach Mike Buck of Pickett County, first-year head coach, bringing his first team in to Clarkrange for the first time. Mike, of course, a standout player at Clarkrange back a few years ago, back in the 80s. Went on to play some college ball at Middle Tennessee, and now his first year as a head coach at Pickett County. And his team comes in with a 1-1 record. They have played Anderson County and Dixon County, and I believe I have this straight. I believe they defeated Dixon County, lost to Anderson County. I could have that turned around. I didn't have it written down, but I believe that's the way it was. But anyway, they've played Anderson County and Dixon County, have won once and lost once. And so it will be Coach Lamar Rogers. He is the first-year head coach of the Clarkrange Buffaloes. Of course, Coach Rogers has been coaching the Lady Buffaloes for a lot of years now. But this year, having to do double duty as both boys and girls head coach. And Coach Rogers, his first boys team has a 2-0 record here early in the season. And he has wins over Salina last week and Hartsville on Saturday night, or Trousdale County actually. So Clarkrange and Pickett County, each team with a new head coach this year, meeting for the first time in the season. And it is, of course, a big district ball game. Clarkrange and Pickett County. If you joined us late, Clarkrange won a big girls game just a short time ago as they defeated Pickett County 85-77. The boys game fits a fairly young Pickett County team against a very experienced Clarkrange team. Clarkrange expected to be near the top of the district this year. Pickett County has some very talented players. They lost quite a bit from last year's state tournament team, but they've got back Joseph Amonette. Amonette, one of the outstanding players in this area. Joseph, a 6'5 junior. Barton Paris, a 6'4 senior, will be starting. I think he's had maybe a leg problem, but he is starting tonight. Matt Crouch, a 5'11 sophomore, will be starting. Ryan Haynes, a 6'1 sophomore, and Brandon Robinson at center, 6'2 sophomore. Coach Rogers for Clarkrange will start Jason Ramsey, Jamie Deaton, Chris Swafford, Jason Taylor, and John Stowers. So we are just about set to get this one underway this evening, Clarkrange and Pickett County. For Pickett County, Barton Paris at the center, 6'4 senior, number 22. Joseph Amonetta forward, 6'5 junior. At guard, number 30, Matt Crouch. Matt, a 5'11 sophomore. 20 will be Ryan Haynes, 6'1 sophomore. And your fifth starter for Coach Mike Buck will be Brandon Robinson, 6'2 sophomore. Have him down here as a center, or listed on the roster as a center. Head coach Mike Buck, his first year. Mike, an alumnus of Clarkrange. And now for the Clarkrange Buffaloes, number 40 starting this evening is Jason Taylor. Number 25 is John Stowers. John wearing 25 tonight. Number 21 is Chris Swafford. Number 55, Jason Ramsey, and number 50 is Jamie Deaton. Jason Ramsey, 6'4 senior. John Stowers is a 6' senior. Chris Swafford, a 6'2 senior. Jamie Deaton, 6'6 senior. And Jason Taylor is a 6'2 sophomore. So we've got 4 seniors and 1 sophomore starting this evening for Coach Lamar Rogers and the Buffaloes of Clarkrange. And we're just about to set to get this one underway. Pickett County on the court, and the Pickett County team's wearing new uniforms this year. Mostly black uniforms, but a lot of white on them. And it'll be Clarkrange sending Jamie Deaton into the circle. And he will be going up against number 22, Barton Harris. Harris, a 6'4 senior. And Deaton for Clarkrange is a 6'6" senior. And the tip will go to Clarkrange. Jason Ramsey comes away, and he'll drive immediately to the basket. He'll miss the layup. And the rebound is by Joseph Amonette. He'll clear it quickly up court to Matt Crouch. Crouch will take it low, put it up, no good. And there's going to be a foul. I think they'll call that one probably on John Stowers, number 25. And it will be John Stowers picking up the first foul of the ball game. Seems like we're getting a little bit of a hum from somewhere on our line. Hopefully that'll clear up. Here comes Amonette on the inbound speed. He'll put it up for the baseline. No good. He hit the floor. Rebound is by Jason Ramsey. Up court quickly. They're running with the basketball, both teams. Inside it goes Deaton. Deaton will put it on the floor one time. To the glass and good. Jamie Deaton with the first two out of the game. Coach Rogers motions his defense back the other way. Actually, he wanted them in the press. There's the ball knocked away by Deaton, but saved by Crouch. Crouch bottled up in the corner, forced out of bounds. Now Deaton coming up with a loose ball. Crouch being forced almost out of bounds. He flips the ball toward the lane. Jamie Deaton coming up with it. Clarkrange with the early lead. And with the basketball, Jason Taylor across the line, working there against Crouch. Jason into the lane. Jamie Deaton puts it up. No good. Tip up by Ramsey. It goes in good. A blind tip up, more or less. Jason Ramsey just reached up and hit the ball, and it goes in. 4-0. Clarkrange up the sideline. It comes to Crouch. Trapping on the ball. He gets free. Down low. Here's Barton Paris to the glass, and he'll score. Barton Paris, his first two of the game for the Bobcats. And it's 4-2, 6:45 to go. First quarter action. Across the line comes Taylor. Taylor, it bounces off his foot out of bounds, and now they'll say Pickett County touched it, knocked it out. I wasn't sure, as nobody really scrambled after the ball. Thought maybe it just went off his foot, but they say Pickett County actually provided the force, which sent it out of bounds. John Stowers brings it in. Down in the corner, Jason Ramsey. Jason to the hoop, and he'll score. Jason Ramsey, his second basket. Clarkrange leads at 6-2. And to Amonette. Amonette back over to Paris. Paris up court, picked off. Picked off right into the hands of Jason Ramsey. Jason off to Stowers. Stowers bounces it off his foot out of bounds. Play a little bit out of control that time as Jason bounced it to Stowers, but it bounced off his foot out of bounds. And here comes Amonette. Amonette threads his way through traffic to the baseline. That is number 10, putting it up there good. And that is Brandon Robinson. Robinson on the baseline getting his first basket. And it's a 2-point lead for Clarkrange. Jason Taylor working against Matt Crouch will spin his way into the front court. I believe we have one row of lights down the center of the floor out, and it's a little bit dark. But now here's the ball getting away from Clarkrange up court. Give it out Pickett County. Those lights in the center, when they turn them off between games or introducing the lineups, sometimes it takes them a while to come back on. Here's Amonette all the way down. We'll put it up, no good. And the rebound, Barton Paris. He'll go back. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds by Clarkrange. Clarkrange trying to come up with the rebound, sends it out of bounds. And with 5:52 to go in the first quarter, it's a 2-point lead for Clarkrange. And it'll be Matt Crouch brings it in right under the basket to Amonette. Shot blocked. Jamie Deaton blocks the shot and comes up with a loose ball. So Clarkrange will take it the other way, and there will be a blocking foul or bumping foul, whatever you want to call it, on Matt Crouch as he tries to hinder the progress of Taylor up the floor. And at midcourt, Jason Taylor, now he'll let Stowers bring it in. John Stowers will bring it in for the Buffalo. Stowers flips it in right at midcourt to Jamie Deaton. Taylor gets across the line. Now instead Deaton will give the ball to Stowers. Stowers over to Taylor. Coach Lamar Rogers calling out his play. Jason Ramsey way out on the wing, gives it over to Taylor. Taylor at the hash mark right side, guarded closely by Crouch. Now Taylor into the lane, off to Swafford. He'll go baseline, he'll bring it in and score. Chris Swafford, nice drive coming off the wing up the baseline. A 4-point lead for the Buffaloes. And there may have been a travel, but no call, as number 20, Ryan Haynes, might have had an extra step, but no call from the official. Now on the baseline, there will be a push foul as Barton Paris was fouled by Chris Swafford. Will be 2 shots coming for Barton Paris. Chris Swafford, his first, team second. At the line will be Barton Paris, shooting 2. And good. Barton Paris, his 3rd point of the game. That's the first free throw, first attempt by either team. And it's a 3-point lead for Clarkrange. And Barton Paris, his second one is no good. It remains a 3-point ball game. Jamie Deaton with a rebound. Jamie over to Jason Ramsey. Ramsey to Stowers. To Ramsey. Ramsey Looking in at Deaton. He'll go that way. Jamie turnaround. Won't fall for him. And the rebound cleared by Barton Paris. Out to Amonette. Amonette coming the other way. Joseph Amonette, the junior. Down in the corner it goes to Crouch. Crouch off. Nice speed there to Paris, who'll score. Crouch coming up the right baseline. Dumps it off in the lane to Barton Paris, who'll left-hand it up there and score. And it's a 1-point Clarkrange lead, 8-7. 4:36 to go, first quarter action. Taylor over to Swafford. Swafford guarded by Amonette. Now to the corner to Ramsey, left side. Actually on the wing, and Ramsey coming off the wing will be fouled by number 10. That is Brandon Robinson, getting his first, team second. Ramsey coming off the wing, reaching out and getting him there was Robinson. 4:27 to go, first quarter action. It's a 1-point lead for Clarkrange. The Buffaloes will inbound. Jason Taylor right in front of Pickett County coach Mike Buck. In the corner deep it goes. Here's Swafford up the baseline. Now to Deaton in the lane. Deaton going up over Robinson, and a whistle. And this is going to be a foul against Clarkrange, and it's going to be a push foul on Chris Swafford, 21. That'll be Chris's second, team's third. And he'll bring it in. It'll be Brandon Robinson into Amonette, and right away a whistle. There will be a foul on Clarkrange, and I believe this one will go on Jason Taylor as the ball came into Amonette. It will be Jason Taylor with the personal. That'll be Jason's first, team's fourth. 4:19 to go in the first quarter. Amonette up court quickly to Crouch. Crouch now to the corner. Here's a long one out of the corner. No good there. And the follow-up is no good by Barton Paris. Shot tried out of the corner by Ryan Haynes. Barton Paris tried the follow-up. Wouldn't go. Clarkrange back the other way. Here's Ramsey going to put up the first three. No good. Rebound off the hands of Deaton in the corner. It'll be run down by Ryan Haynes. Haynes with it for the Bobcats. Gives it over to Amonette. Joseph Amonette, 6'5" junior. To the baseline it goes. Now they dump it off to Paris. Paris turned around. He may have traveled. And yes, number 10, Brandon Robinson, dished it from the left side of the lane over to the right side to Barton Paris. Barton had to do a turnaround, and he moved his pivot foot. Still Clarkrange with a 1-point lead. The scoring slowing down just a little bit here. John Stowers on the wing right side, gives it out front to Swafford in the lane. Jason Ramsey coming left to right now, will spin back and good. From back to his right into the lane. Jason Ramsey with 6 points on 3 field goals. Clarkrange up by 3. Clarkrange in the pressure. Coach Rogers saying don't foul, but here comes Amonette, and it's knocked out of bounds. I thought for a second that Amonette had thrown it away, but John Stowers or Jason Taylor, somebody got a hand on it apparently, knocked it out. They'll give it out to the Bobcats, and it'll be Matt Crouch to bring it in. Crouch brings it in along the lane to Paris, right back to Crouch on the inline. He'll go up. That's an offensive foul. Thought for a moment they may have called the block on Jamie Deaton, but they'll take Crouch with the offensive foul. Matt second, team's third. And give it out to Clarkrange to bring up court against full court pressure. Swafford in to Taylor. Clarkrange moving back toward the front of the gym, right to left as you listen. Here is Ramsey out of the corner. Good for 3. Jason Ramsey carrying the bulk of the scoring load for Clarkrange with 9 for Jason here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Across the line, it comes Matt Crouch. He's going to drive it in along the lane. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Jason Ramsey. Ramsey out to Taylor. From one Jason to the next. Jason Ramsey to Jason Taylor. Up to Jamie Deaton. Back to Ramsey. Ramsey on the baseline. Off to Deaton. Deaton will force a shot up there. Bank shot off the glass. Won't fall. Rebound, it's Barton Paris. Barton bounce pass leading it a little too far. Leading Ryan Haynes. Haynes got to the ball, but his foot slid out onto the paint area off the inline. So Barton Paris, the bounce pass a little too long. Turnover Pickett County. They trail by 6. Up court it comes to Jason Ramsey. Jason near midcourt looking for somebody to come up. Now gives it off to Taylor. Jason Taylor bounces it over to Ramsey. Ramsey dumps it to Deaton. Coming through. Deaton will spin back to his left. Put it up there and good. Jamie Deaton. Jamie Deaton with the short jumper. Jamie Deaton, a 6'6" senior. It's 15-7. Here's the long one by Amonette. Good. Joseph Amonette, his first of the evening from long range. Straight out front. It's a 15-10 ball game. Clarkrange by 5 with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Clarkrange won the girls game this evening by 8 points, 85-77. Jamie Deaton with the basketball now out near the head of the circle. Gives it over to Swafford. He'll launch a three. And it's good. Chris Swafford. Clarkrange beginning to find the range now from outside. All the Clarkrange points have come from the field so far. It's 18-10, and now Joseph Amonette trying to work his way between Taylor and Swafford, and he'll be bumped to the floor. And a foul will be charged to Clarkrange. And Chris Swafford that's going to be his third. We played approximately 6.5 minutes, and Chris Swafford has picked up his third, and he will have to come out. And Michael Howard, number 23, coming into the game for the Buffaloes. Howard in for Swafford. Across the line, Joseph Amonette deep in the corner it goes, and there's a shot out of the corner. No good by Matt Crouch. Put back up there, and good by Brendan Robinson. Crouch couldn't connect. Robinson will put it back. 18-12. Clarkrange by 6 points. Back we go the other way. Jason Taylor over to John Stowers. Stowers looking to Deaton. Deaton outside the lane now. Tried to go back to the baseline. Ball bounced maybe off his shoe, and a scramble for the loose ball. Give it out to Pickett County. Pickett County with the ball. They'll bring it the other way, trailing by 6, 18-12. Up court quickly. It comes to Matt Crouch. Matt into the lane. Dumps it off. There's Barton Paris alone momentarily, and he gets the shot. Michael Howard came over and tried to take a swipe at the ball, but it wouldn't fall. Barton Paris has 7. Up court in the lane, stolen away by Joseph Amonette. Clarkrange actually threw it away, but Amonette there to pick it off. 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clarkrange by 4 now. 18-14. Amonette lost the handle. May have been tipped loose by Stowers. Taylor with it. Jason Taylor will miss the layup. Battle for the rebound. A scramble for it. And there's going to be a foul, and they're going to call this one off. I think it will go against number 25. That'll go against Clarkrange, John Stowers. Stowers his second. It's going to be 6 on the Buffaloes, so one more, and Pickett County goes into the bonus. Joseph Amonette just inside the end line. Gets it up court quickly to Brandon Robinson. Down to 17 seconds to go in the quarter. 18-14. Clarkrange by 4. Now Amonette let the ball get away. Tried to split his way, and there's a guy wide open. That was Robinson. Missed it. Got some late pressure by Deaton. Ramsey with a rebound. 3 seconds. Ramsey, will he get a shot off? Yes. And he hits that at the buzzer. Jason Ramsey literally let it go at the buzzer. It will count for 3. You almost felt like it had to go. He took it at the buzzer. It hit nothing but net. End of 1 quarter of play. Clarkrange 21, Pickett County 14.
It takes a lot of hard work and total team effort to stay ahead of your opponents, whether you're talking local sports or local banking. Here in this area, we have some of the finest sports programs around. Progressive Savings Bank is proud to be a sponsor of local sports and invite you to join us in supporting our teams.
Here is where we want to be. We're part of your community.
Building for a brighter tomorrow. That is the #1 goal at Kentucky Apparel and Laundry in the Industrial Park in Jamestown. Providing jobs to improve the local economy and turning out quality products that are shipped worldwide. Kentucky Laundry, supporting local schools, sports, and activities. Just another way of saying we're proud to be a part of your community.
We're part of your community.
And at the end of 1, Clarkrange now with a 7-point lead, 21-14. Jason Ramsey, as Clarkrange got the rebound with 4 seconds to go. Ramsey took it up the right side, and from near the hash mark on that right side, he let it go as the buzzer was going off. He let fly, and it hit nothing but net. So Clarkrange leads it by 7, 21-14. Second quarter underway. Joseph Amonette for Pickett County across the line into traffic. He falls down, dumps it off for Robinson. Shot no good, and they will count it. I think it'll be goaltending. They'll count the points for Robinson. Goaltending going to be charged against Deaton there, so give the points to Brandon Robinson. And he'll have 6 points, and it's a 5-point game. Jamie Deaton called for goaltending. Ramsey in the lane to Deaton. Back out to Taylor. He'll launch the 3. No good. That one rattled, was straight up, and had to wait to see if it was going to come down in the net. It did not. Pickett County with a rebound. Amonette across the timeline. Amonette trying to work his way around Taylor. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson to Paris in the lane. Short jumper good. Martin Paris having nice first half. He has 9 points. It's 21-18, so the 7-point lead down to 3 now. Here comes Ramsey driving into the left side. It's no good. Amonette with the rebound. And Pickett County hurrying back up court to Paris. Paris traveled in the lane. Paris had to wait on that little bounce pass, and as he got it, the ball was down low, and he took an extra step before he could do anything with it. 21-18, just over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Clarkrange leading by 3. Ramsey with it, down in the corner to Deaton. Deaton moving out away from the lane, deep into the left corner. Back to Ramsey, to Taylor. 6:54. Now Ramsey to Deaton. Deaton again moves way out onto the wing left side as he operates away from the basket. To Ramsey. Ramsey into the lane, tried to get it to Deaton, and picked up by Bart.
We've got what it takes to make a supermarket super.
Yes, this is the day to fill your shopping list for less at Burnett Super Red in Allard. All week.
Okay, back here at the Clarkrange High School, a little bit of a power outage here on us, but everything back. And now down low, looks like we have a whistle. And let's see, this one going to go against Pickett County, apparently. And that foul, they say, will be on 11. Josh Stells, do we have 11 out there? And I'm looking for number, well, I thought he said 11, and I guess that is 11 over there. I can't see. Maybe he said 10. I think it was number 10. Okay, it looked like he indicated an 11, but there was no 11. That would be Robinson, his second. And let's see who we have on the floor for Pickett County. I believe we had Robinson coming out, and the substitution there, if I can see his number, that's number 33 into the ball game, Joseph Riddle. No, now they clear it up. It was 00 Connor, Terry Connor into the ball game. There's one number over there I couldn't see on the other side of the free throw line. That is Terry Connor into the game, and it was he who they called the foul on. And the official came over to clear up the confusion. Jason Ramsey at the line, free throw good. Jason now with 13. It didn't look like 10 that he indicated, and it looked more like 11, but it was apparently 00. Second one good by Ramsey, and now we have a whistle. And maybe this is the official timeout, or what do we have? And now he's explaining something to Coach Mike Buck. And now they're still discussing, I think, that last foul. And did he say it was number 10? I'm not sure now who the foul was on. There's a bank shot good by number 30, Matt Crouch, getting his first 2 of the night. And it's a 3-point game, 23-20. I'm confused as to who the foul was on. I'm not sure they really know if you're on the table. And here's a good shot. Number 40, Jason Taylor, a jumper good. Clarkrange by 5 up court. Pickett County threw it away. The pass into the front court too high. Paris and 00 Connor each going up for it. Ball off their hands out of bounds. They'll give it out to Clarkrange. Clarkrange leading by 5, 25-20. 6:08 to go in the first half. Jason Taylor will slide it across the timeline. Taylor, handled in the corner, guarded there by Crouch, bounces it in the lane, threw it away, and tried to get it to Deaton, but it's picked off Pickett County. Here's a jumper coming back with it is number 33, Riddle. It's no good. Tip up, no good by Paris, and the rebound this time is by Jamie Deaton. Deaton off to Stowers. Stowers up the right side. Across the line to Ramsey. Ramsey into the lane, and he's going to work it through traffic and score. Jason Ramsey having an outstanding first half. 16 for Jason Ramsey. Still over 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 00. That is Terry Connor. Back out to Amonette, who'll fire the three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound off the hands of Deaton. Picked up by Ramsey. Jason Ramsey through traffic. Twisting and weaving. Still. Now he gives it back to Taylor. Ramsey on the wing looking at Deaton. He'll lead Deaton. Deaton, it's a little too high and picked off by Amonette. And here comes Amonette driving it past Taylor and will score. Joseph Amonette with 5. And it's a 5-point ball game. Pickett County full court pressure. Ramsey to Taylor. Jason Taylor up court against Matt Crouch. Taylor all the way down to a wide open Jamie Deaton, coming up too late to stop him was Joseph Riddle. Jamie Deaton with six. It's 29-22, and there's the ball almost stolen by Michael Howard. Matt Crouch for three. Rattles, no good. And the rebound out of bounds. Give it out Clarkrange. And I believe they're going to say that double zero. Terry Connor knocked it out. And we have a timeout by Coach Mike Buck of Pickett County. Timeout Pickett County with 4:42 to go in the first half. Clarkrange leads 29-22.
We've got what it takes to make a supermarket super.
Yes, this is the day to fill your shopping list for less at Burnett's Super Red in Allard. All week long, Burnett's is putting on a thrifty spread. Bread, meats, canned goods, produce, and other treats priced to save you money. And don't forget about their snack bar and deli for those fresh sandwiches, meals, snacks, and more 7 days a week at Burnett's Super Red in Allard.
Your supermarket.
Emphasis on economy. That's the watchword of the automotive industry. At Crossville Ford Lincoln Mercury during November, you'll see economy combined with comfort and performance in the line of new Ford trucks for 1994. In fact, the new 94 Ford trucks are tomorrow's engineering here today. Crossville Ford Lincoln Mercury is dealing for your dollars and coming up with some talk about bargains during the month of November.
Pick up on a good deal with Ford trucks.
And with 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first half, Clarkrange by 7, 29-22. And it'll be Clarkrange basketball at the end of the floor. Jason Taylor brings it in to Jamie Deaton. Clarkrange will have to take it back the other way. It almost looked like they were playing front court ball there. Now they go the other way with it. But here comes Taylor all the way, hit the bottom of the backboard. And he crashes into Joseph Amonette, and I believe this will be a block on Amonette. Joseph Amonette will be called for the block. That'll be his first. And that's going to be 5 on the team. And it'll be Jason Taylor at the line for Clarkrange. Jason looking at the glass. Will put it up, and it is no good. Jason Taylor misses his first free throw. And number 14 coming in for Pickett County, Tim Reagan in, Terry Connor coming out. And Jason Taylor will have another. And good. Jason Taylor now with 3 in the game. Clarkrange lead is at 8, 30-22. 4:27 to go, first half action. Matt Crouch over to Barton Paris. Paris brings it on across the timeline to Crouch. Crouch looking at Amonette in the corner. Instead takes it into the lane. Gives it off, I think, intended for Reagan. Instead picked off by Paris. Out to Amonette, firing the long one. No good. Pickett County shooting cold from the floor. Rebound is by Clarkrange. Up court. Almost picked off by Amonette, but saved by Howard. Howard to Jamie Deaton. Jamie will go to the glass and score. Jamie had thoughts maybe he tried to slam that one, but took the safe route and banked it off the glass. There's the ball batted up in the air by Ramsey. Stolen by Stowers. Out to Ramsey. He'll score. Jason Ramsey. Ramsey working on almost a 20-point game here in the first half. He has 18. Clarkrange up by a dozen, 34-22. Amonette into the front court. Amonette will put it up and score. Joseph Amonette. Pickett County lost some really talented players off of last year's team, but a couple of players coming back, and right there was one of them, Joseph Amonette. 34-24. Pickett County making it into the state finals last year. Here's the long shot, air ball by Jason Ramsey. Well, Jason just had too much time left on the clock for that shot. 3:20 to go, and he shot an air ball, but made a three-pointer at the buzzer to end the first quarter. 24-34 is your score. And we may have had a substitution there somewhere, so we'll pick it up as we go. Reagan stays in the game. Over to Amonette. Amonette jumper along the lane. It rims no good. Rebound Jamie Deaton for Clarkrange. Jamie hands it off to Jason Taylor. Taylor, of course, quickly to Ramsey. And now to Stowers in the corner. To Ramsey. To Taylor. To Ramsey as they work that left side. Down to 2:51 to go in the half. Clarkrange leading by 10, 34-24. And Taylor let the ball get away from him, but got it back real quickly and kept the dribble going. Here's a long one by Howard. It's no good. Rebound is by Paris. Paris scores it out quickly to Amonette. Amonette going to go in for the bank shot. Again, he too could have, if he had chosen to, probably slammed that one, but takes the safe route. by banking it off. It's 34-26. Here's Deaton. Bank shot hard off the glass. Jamie Deaton flipped that one off the glass, and Deaton with 10. Clarkrange leading by 10, 36-26. Here's Amonette coming up from behind Taylor, but Amonette gets rid of the ball inside to Robinson, and he'll be fouled. Brandon Robinson will go to the line for a couple of free throws, and they'll charge that one too. Number 23, they say. That'll be on Michael Howard. Mike Howard picking up his first. Should be about 7 on Clarkrange. This will be 2 shots coming for Brandon Robinson. Free throw no good. And he will have another. And that one is good by Brandon. Brandon Robinson with 7 in the first half. Pickett County trails now by 9, 36-27. Clarkrange with the lead. As we're down to 2 minutes now to go in the first half. John Stowers way over on the right side. Out front to Howard. Here's Deaton along the lane. Deaton going to drive it past Harris and score. Jamie Deaton, nice move, a little shoulder fake to the inside of the lane, took it down the lane then, and scores 38-27. Up court, off the hands of Amonette, picked up by Deaton. Deaton will give it to Taylor. And Taylor across the line. 1:37 to go in the first half. Michael Howard to the baseline to Ramsey in the lane here. Now outside the lane is Deaton, but before the shot, traveling will be called on Deaton. Jamie Deaton coming through the lane, gets the ball, but it's called for traveling. And so we'll go the other way with it. And it'll be Crouch, Matt Crouch, walking it up the left side, gets it in front court to Tim Reagan. Reagan looking inside of Paris, can't get it there, back out to Crouch. Crouch will circle the circle with it. Over to Amonette, hash mark left side. Amonette off to Crouch, will fire for 3 from the left side, good. Matt Crouch, a 3-pointer. That is only the second 3 of the night for Pickett County. Clarkrange, maybe, I think Clarkrange has 3 from that range. Outside it goes to Taylor, down to 57 seconds to go in the first half. Over to Stowers. Stowers jumper from the right side, going to be a little short, no good. Rebound out front, Clarkrange, Jason Taylor. Taylor to Ramsey out of the corner, no good. Long rebound, this time it's by Tim Reagan. Reagan's outlet pass gets away. Reagan's outlet pass, he tried to lead Matt Crouch and led him a little too far. Jason Taylor saw that ball was headed out of bounds, so he planted himself in front of Crouch where he couldn't get to the ball. 38 seconds to go in the half, and Clarkrange leads it by 8 points, 38-30. Clarkrange winning the girls' game earlier, 85-77. Jason Taylor to Michael Howard in the corner, down to 24 seconds. Cross court to Ramsey. Ramsey coming over on him is Crouch. Ramsey to Taylor, just standing there at midcourt, down to 13 seconds. Clarkrange watching the clock wind down. Taylor with the basketball. Taylor to Howard to Stowers with 6 seconds. He'll fire. It's going to be no good, but Deaton there for the putback. Jamie Deaton. That will be the end of the first half, and there's a collision at the buzzer. Jamie Deaton getting the points. A collision between Ramsey and Crouch, but no call. And that's the end of the first half, and Clarkrange will go to the dressing room leading by 10. Your score at halftime, Clarkrange 40, Pickett County 30, back in 2 minutes.
The smell of warm gingerbread, the glow of a cozy fire, the sound of parents reading the night before Christmas to their children. Memories like these make the holiday season a joyous time. That's why Twin Lakes Telephone would like for you to share the joy this holiday season. Send a card, sing a carol, or simply call someone and say you care. On behalf of everyone at Twin Lakes Telephone, we thank you for making 1993 a wonderful year, and we wish each and every one of you the brightest and merriest holiday season ever. Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative, linking families with love.
Hi, this is Julie Ledbetter. I'm proud to be a member of the Fentress County Bank Student Advisory Board. Being associated with a team of professional bankers like Fentress County Banks is a great experience for a teenager. I'm glad I chose Fentress County Bank's team. Shouldn't you consider it for your bank too?
We're the bank that cares.
When you want good service, we wrote the book.
For years, people have depended on the good service of one company. The company, Frog & Williams Incorporated, with offices in Pine Haven, specializing in limestone products, including all grades of crushed limestone for road work, building purposes, and agricultural lime. For the same good service, fast delivery, and fair prices, call 879-ROCK. Frog & Williams, the cornerstone of good service.
And before we return you to Clarkrange, let me pass along a score to you at the half. It is Cookeville boys leading Livingston Academy 30-23. Now back to Gary.
And thank you, Gary Clark, as we're at halftime here at Clarkrange, and the Buffaloes with a 10-point lead. A rather nip-and-tuck game most of the way here in the first half. Clarkrange has stretched it out a bit now to 10 points, which is really nothing at all the way the games have been going tonight. Clarkrange girls led by 22 in the fourth quarter of their game, and saw Pickett County girls come back to within 8 points, and that was the eventual margin of victory for Clarkrange in the girls game, 8 points. And so here a 10-point lead can evaporate in a hurry. Clarkrange led it by 7 at the end of the first quarter as Jason Ramsey made a three-pointer literally at the buzzer to give Clarkrange that 7-point lead. And again, it's now 10 points at halftime. Jason Ramsey has almost half of the Clarkrange points. Jamie Deaton has, well, first of all, Jason with 18. Jamie Deaton has 14. Chris Wofford 5. And Jason Taylor the other 3. So Deaton and Ramsey between them have 32 of Clarkrange's 40 points. Pickett County with a total of 30 points. Joseph Amonette with 9. 5 for Matt Crouch. 7 for Brandon Robinson. And Barton Paris with 9 points. And there was some confusion over one foul there back in the, I think, early part of the second quarter. It looked like eventually the official said number 11, but we couldn't find a number 11 on the floor at that time. And then I thought he said 00, but it eventually turned out to be Brandon Robinson. So Brandon Robinson was called for that foul. He has 2 here at halftime. Matt Crouch with 2, and Joseph Amonette with 1. So Pickett County a total of 5. And for Clarkrange, Chris Wofford picked up his 3rd in the first quarter, had to come out. Looking at individual stats overall, Clarkrange, Jason Ramsey, 18 points, no personal fouls. Jamie Deaton, 14 and no personal fouls. Chris Wofford, 5 points, 3 personals. Jason Taylor, 3 points, 1 personal. John Stowers and Michael Howard have each played but haven't scored. Stowers with 2 personal fouls, Michael Howard with 1. Clarkrange a total of 17 fouls, and the Bobcats of Pickett County with 5. So at halftime, it is Clarkrange leading Pickett County by the score of 40-30. And again, the big guys doing most of the scoring for Clarkrange. Ramsey with 18 and Deaton with 14. Joseph Amonette leading, he and Barton Paris leading this Pickett County scoring with 9 points each. 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the intermission period. This Friday night, Clarkrange goes on the road. They'll be playing a non-district game at Crossville. Clarkrange at Crossville, Cumberland County High School this Friday night at 6:30. Of course, we were there last night as York Institute won a couple of games at Clarkrange, or rather at Crossville. York Institute Thursday night going to be playing down at Marion County, Jasper. Marion County High School at Jasper. Non-district action for York. And then Friday night, the Dragons and Lady Dragons will be at home for the first time this season, as it'll be York hosting DeKalb County. Not only the first home game, but their first district action of the season this Friday night for York. Here at halftime, the Clarkrange Buffaloes leading the Pickett County Bobcats by 10. It's 40-30. We'll take about a 3-minute break here. Give maybe Gary Clark a chance to check the weather if he wants to. And so we'll take it back to Gary for about 3 minutes for these commercial messages, maybe a look at the weather. And we'll be back here in 3 minutes after again telling you halftime score, Clarkrange 40, Pickett County 30.
Fentress County General Hospital's Physical Therapy Department has a commitment to help people lead active lives through health care planning and prevention of injury. A licensed physical therapist is on staff to evaluate and treat individuals suffering from physical birth defects, illness, or injury. Physical therapy is offered as an outpatient basis and in hospital care by a physician's referral. Fentress County General Hospital Physical Therapy provides quality care to meet the needs of our community.
For safety and convenience in banking, you just can't beat Union Bank's direct deposit service. With direct deposit, you can sit back and relax. No more waiting for the mailman to deliver your Social Security, payroll, or retirement checks. No more worrying about lost or stolen checks. We can deposit your checks directly into your savings or checking account. It's simple and smart. Come by Union Bank today and get some peace of mind. Union Bank, your home-owned bank in Jamestown since 1904. Member FDIC.
Our weather forecast for tonight is calling for clear and cold, a low near 30 degrees. Wednesday, sunny, high mid-50s. Wednesday night, fair and cold, low in the mid-30s. Then on Thursday, increasing cloudiness, high in the upper 50s. We had a high today of 48, a morning low of 22. Yesterday's high 48. Our barometric pressure rising. It now stands at 30.4 inches of mercury, one of the highest readings we've had in several days. We currently have winds out of the north-northeast. In Jamestown, we're looking at 35 degrees and partly cloudy skies.
Cook Trucking Incorporated of Clarkrange has given a lot of thought to the needs of Fentress County. Even though their big rigs traverse the nation delivering goods to business and industry, their more than 30 employees are constantly involved in making our roads safer, working to improve education locally. In essence, supporting the local economy and investing their energies in the local community. So when you think of Cook Trucking Incorporated of Clarkrange, think of folks working for a better Fentress County. Today's consumer has a right to expect work to be done right the first time. For custom backhoe work and excavating, call Blevins Ditching and Excavating at 879-5923. That's Blevins Ditching and Excavating of Jamestown, construction specialists that are very, very good. Not only are they knowledgeable about all kinds of construction projects, large or small, they're also believers in fair pricing. Call them today for a free estimate. They'll get back to you in the shortest possible time.
We think service is important too.
Who's got big news on bigger burgers? Your Dairy Queen Brazier store, of course. Dairy Queen's regular hamburgers are bigger, so you get more great hamburger taste. Burgers, hot dogs, and specialty sandwiches. Peanut buster parfaits, banana splits, and DQ blizzard-flavored treats. Hot and cold foods that go beyond the dull and dim you get at other places. Delicious delights that aren't a drag on your wallet. Only at your Dairy Queen Brazier store, North Main Street in Jamestown.
And back at Clarkrange, we're at halftime of the boys' contest, and the Buffaloes lead Pickett County by 10, 40-30, with just a little over a minute remaining in the intermission. Again, the Clarkrange girls winning this evening by 8 points, 85-77. Clarkrange girls now 3-0 on the young season, 2-0 in district play. And with a loss, Pickett County goes to 2-1 and 0-1 in district play. Again, this season very, very young. We're getting down close to time for the second half to get underway. Clarkrange in front by 10, 40-30. And Coach Lamar Rogers out there studying the opposition right now. It's Pickett County warming up at the far end of the floor. Clarkrange here on the near end toward the back of the gym. And Clarkrange will be on the road this Friday night for some non-district games. They'll be traveling a little bit farther south over to Crossville, playing Cumberland County. York won 2 games there last night. Clarkrange will be trying to go over and pick up a couple of wins Friday night, but should be 2 pretty good games there if you choose to go over to see Clarkrange and Crossville Friday night. But if you're going to be sticking closer to Jamestown, York going to be playing at home for the first time this season. York hosting DeKalb County Friday night. First home action in the first district games this Friday night, and those games will be carried live on WDEV this Friday evening. And we're just about set. There's the horn. We're just about set for second half action. Clarkrange leading by 10, 40-30. Jason Ramsey, a big first half. 18 points for Clarkrange. Jamie Deaton with 14. And for Pickett County, 9 points for Joseph Amonette, 9 for Barton Paris. They lead the Pickett County scoring. And we aren't showing anybody in any serious foul trouble right now, but Chris Swafford does have 3. He picked those up very early in the game. Set out much of the first half after that. But Chris will be starting the second half. It's Chris Swafford, John Stowers, Jason Taylor, Jamie Deaton, Jason Ramsey. For Pickett County, it'll be Matt Crouch, Tim Reagan going to be starting the second half. Joseph Amonette, Barton Paris, and Brandon Robinson. Clarkrange basketball, second half underway. Into the corner deep, right side it goes to Ramsey. He draws double team. Inside it goes to Deaton. Deaton trying to work his way along the lane is gives up the ball and stepped on it. And picked up by Pickett County. Here comes Reagan. Tim Reagan now, down low on the baseline, coming up the line. There is Crouch, and Crouch will get inside and score. Matt Crouch will get the first 2 points of the second half, and Pickett County pulls to within 8. Ramsey brings it all the way down for Clarkrange, out to Stowers. Cross court to Swafford. He'll put up the 3, and no good. Long rebound going to be run down by Matt Crouch. He'll keep it going into the front court. Crouch to the baseline. Let it get away from him. Matt Crouch let it get away. So give it out to Clarkrange. We have played 45 seconds into the third quarter. Again, a huge crowd here tonight, as we knew it would be at Clarkrange for Clarkrange and Pickett County. Jason Taylor with it up court to Jamie Deaton. Deaton to Ramsey, going to launch the 3. No good. Rebound Chris Swafford for Clarkrange. Chases it down in the right corner. Back to Deaton along the lane. Jamie bank shot. There's 2. Jamie Deaton now with 16. The first 2 points of the second half for the Buffaloes. Up court quickly, they get it into the front court to Amonette. Amonette will jump it up over Deaton, and good. Joseph Amonette just outside the lane on the left side. Little jumper, good. 42-34, here comes Taylor. Taylor works his way through traffic, and coming over to knock it free is Reagan, but knocking it out of bounds then is Brandon Robinson. Reagan knocked it free, but Robinson more or less running into the ball, knocked it out of bounds. 6:38 to go in the third quarter. Here's Taylor from the baseline. Jumper, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Robinson. Clears it out quickly to Amonette. He'll come in for the right side and score. Joseph Amonette. Amonette with 13. It's a 6-point ball game, 42-36. Ramsey holding it high on the wing. He'll fire. Good. Jason Ramsey, and that's one thing that Clarkrange has is three-point shooting, especially from Jason Ramsey out there. He has been hot tonight. That's his third one. Here is Crouch, has it tipped away, but it's saved by Paris. Paris almost let it get away from him, but he manages to corral it finally. Back out to Crouch. We've played just over 2 minutes into the third quarter. It's 45-36, Clarkrange by 9. Brandon Robinson in the lane, taken away by Ramsey, and before he can gain possession, he'll be called for traveling. Nice play, actually, by Ramsey as he stepped in front of Barton Paris, came up with a steal, but before he could get the ball on the floor, he was slightly off balance and is called for traveling. And it comes to number 44, Joseph Amonette. Amonette crossed the lane to the right side to Crouch, and Crouch will be fouled by Taylor. Jason Taylor will check that to be sure, but I'm pretty sure. And it is Taylor. I was pretty sure that I was sure, and it was Taylor with the foul. His first, team's first of this half. In fact, that is the first foul of the second half in the ball game. And there's a long one by Amonette, no good. Rebound, Jamie Deaton will pull it down. Jamie will clear it out to Jason Taylor. Taylor pushes it into the front court, dumps it off in the corner, and now there will be an offensive foul, or will it? Nope. Yes, it will be. Taylor dumped the ball off for Swafford in the corner, and as he did so, he crashed into Amonette. And so Jason Taylor going to be called for the offensive foul. That'll be his third, team second. And Pickett County will bring it in. Brandon Robinson into Matt Crouch. 5:28 to go in the third quarter. Matt Crouch. Cross court to the left wing to Amonette. Amonette will spin his wheels. Going to be called for traveling. Tried to move it off the wing, drive it along the lane, and call for traveling. 5:23 to go in the third. Jamie Deaton hands it off to Chris Swafford. Swafford pulls it up, needs some help. He's being trapped here on the wing. Gets it off to Deaton, and here he goes. Showtime. Bringing the crowd to its feet. Jamie Deaton off the feed by Swafford. Jamie with one hand slammed it. Deaton, 18. And Clarkrange up by 11. Here's a long one by Reagan. He answers for 3 points. Tim Reagan with 3. 47-39. And that gets the action picking up a little bit. The slam and then the 3. Here comes Swafford. Swafford threading his way through traffic. Over to Taylor. He'll launch a 3. No good. Short. And Robinson with a rebound for Pickett County. Back the other way goes Crouch. Ran into one of the Clarkrange players. Lost the grip on the ball, but goes back and gets it. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Crouch. Nice drive, but he missed the layup. Rebound is by Swafford. Now it's knocked out of bounds by Crouch. And they give it out to Clarkrange. 4 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Deaton takes the inbound speed to Taylor. Up court, it'll go to Ramsey. Ramsey will wait. Now he'll take it into the lane. Over to Swafford for three. No good. Deaton off the rebound. We'll get it out to Ramsey. Down to 4:12 to go in the third. Taylor to Deaton, coming right to left through the lane. Now he'll spin and good. Jamie Deaton with 20. Jamie Deaton with 20 for Clarkrange. It's a 10-point game. 49-39. Now Deaton with a takeaway from Paris. Up court to Ramsey. Ramsey 1-on-3. He'll drive. It rolls off the rim on him. Ramsey had it 1 against 3 and took it into the lane, but it rolled off the rim, and now we have a foul after the rebound. Foul on 25. That'll have to be on John Stowers, and we have a timeout, Clarkrange. Stowers with the rebound, with the foul. Timeout on the floor, 3:52 to go in the third. Clarkrange leads at 49-39.
It takes a lot of hard work and total team effort to stay ahead of your opponents, whether you're talking local sports or local banking. Here in this area, we have some of the finest sports programs around. Progressive Savings Bank is proud to be a sponsor of local sports and invite you to join us in supporting our teams.
Stay a step ahead.
Progressive Savings Bank, Jamestown and Wartburg, keeping you a step ahead, insured by FDIC.
Here is where we want to be. We're part of your community.
Kentucky Apparel and Laundry in the Duster Park in Jamestown believes in the future of this area. That's why they specialize in removing question marks. Taking the question mark out of the future means providing jobs in the present for people who need them. Kentucky Laundry, supporting local sports and school activities. Just another way of saying we're glad to be a part of your community.
We're part of your community.
And 3 minutes and 52 seconds remain in the third quarter. Clarkrange leading by 10, 49-39. It'll be Pickett County ball after the timeout. Pickett County ball, it'll be Brandon Robinson inbound. Robinson to work it in, brings it into Crouch, knocked right back out by Chris Swafford. Swafford, the quick hands there, knocking it back out. And it'll be Robinson this time looping it in to Crouch. Crouch all the way up. Over to Harris. Harris works his way back into the lane. Shoots over Ramsey and good. Martin Paris with 11. His first points of the second half. It's an 8-point game, 49-41 Clarkrange. Jason Ramsey backs his way down the sideline, back out to Deaton. Deaton way out near the hash mark on the left side. Over to Stowers. Stowers to Taylor. Jason Taylor holds it high near midcourt, working there against Crouch. Out to Swafford on the wing, left side. 3:19 to go, third quarter action. Clarkrange up by 8 points, 49-41. Ramsey deep in the corner. Leaning on him there is Aminette, trying to bottle him up. Ramsey gets it out to Taylor. Clarkrange slowing it down a little bit now. Here is Swafford into the lane. Jumper in the paint, good. Chris Swafford has 7. Here comes Crouch into the front court. Crouch weaves his way into the lane. Now off to Reagan for 3. No good. Rebound, Jamie Deaton. Jamie Deaton will clear it out to John Stowers. Stowers to Taylor, and Taylor will bring it across. Taylor to Swafford. Swafford going baseline. I think he traveled. He did. And it is Chris Swafford called for traveling as he started to move off the wing, left side. And with 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go, third quarter, Clarkrange lead at 10, 51-41. And there's a nice little lead pass in the lane. Barton Pear shot rejected, though, by Deaton. He swatted it out front. Crouch will bring it right back at him, and that will be a block foul on Jason Ramsey. Jamie Deaton swatted the shot away, but it came back out to Crouch, who went right back into the lane with it. That foul going to be, and I believe that it's going to be on Jason Ramsey, his first out of the game, team's fourth. But on the line will be Crouch. Crouch came up for the loose ball after Deaton blocked the shot. And he took it right back in the lane and drew a foul from Ramsey. No good on the free throw. And coming back into the game will be 33. Actually coming in, I think, maybe for the first time, Joseph Riddle. Back on the line will be Crouch, and he missed the first free throw. He'll have one more coming. His team trailing by 10, by 9 as he makes this one. Crouch with 8. It's 51-42, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Ramsey cut off up the left side, gives it back over to Taylor. Taylor into the front court, then to Ramsey. Ramsey has it knocked out of his hands into the crowd. And it'll be given out to Clarkrange. John Stowers, side front court, across the way from us. Crouch over to Swafford. Swafford head of the circle, now moves it into the circle. He'll jump, he'll score. Chris Swafford with 9. Clarkrange back up to an 11-point lead now. It's 53-42, 2:10 to go, third quarter. Amonette to head of the circle to Crouch. Crouch guarded there by Taylor. Back over on the wing to Amonette. He'll go in along the lane to Barton Paris. Paris will try and go up over Deaton. He does go up, but the shot is no good. Deaton with a rebound. Deaton with a rebound with 1:52 to go in the third quarter. Here's the steal. Amonette knocks it free. Now back to Amonette. It comes from Megan. Amonette goes in for the easy layup from the left side. Joseph Amonette with the steal and the points. Amonette with 15. It's 53-44. 1:37. Taylor lost the dribble. Now it's not free from him. He'll go back across the line and get it, but it had been knocked over by Crouch. Crouch wanting some sort of a call there, either a foul or something, but didn't get a whistle. Now Ramsey baseline, there will be a whistle, and a foul going to be charged there against Pickett County. And that may be against 33, but let's wait and see. They're going to say 30, I believe. It will be Matt Crouch instead of 33. Instead of Riddle, it'll be Crouch. Now number 20 coming into the game. That's Ryan Haynes coming back. Going out will be Tim Reagan. Reagan played some pretty good minutes, had a three-pointer. And it comes to Deaton, and traveling going to be called as the ball comes into Deaton along the lane. Call for traveling. Coach Rogers indicating that he was being held in there, but no call in that respect from the official. He calls traveling. 1:20, third quarter time remaining. Clarkrange with a 9-point lead, 53-44 in the lane. Crouch off to, this is Haynes. Shot up there, no good. And the rebound out on the baseline goes to Deaton, to Swafford. Back over to Taylor. Taylor with the basketball. Down low to Deaton. Deaton will put it up and put it up from the outside. No good. And the rebound is by Amonette. He lets it get away, but saved by his teammate Paris. And yes, he's called for traveling. Amonette coming up with the ball, but as he went down, he lost possession, and Paris comes up with it, but he then, in turn, is called for traveling. 49 seconds to go, third quarter action. Clarkrange with the ball and the lead, and looks like they're going to hold it for a space of time. Ramsey gives it down to Taylor. Taylor deep down in the corner to the right of us, to Stowers. Back out to Taylor. Cross court to Ramsey, Jason Ramsey. 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Down to 24. And the clock running. Ramsey holds it near the hash mark left side. Now to Taylor standing at the midcourt circle. Clarkrange using up the clock here as we approach the end of the third quarter. Taylor going to jump it with 10 seconds showing. It's going to be no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll go back up with 6 seconds showing. It's no good. And the rebound, Deaton will put it back and score. Well, Taylor maybe put it up just a little early, but as it turned out, Clarkrange needed 3 shots to score, and that's what happened. 3 shots, and the third one by Deaton was good. Into 3 quarters, your score, Clarkrange 55, Pickett County 44.
We've got what it takes to make a supermarket super.
Yes, this is the day to fill your shopping list for less at Burnett's Super Red in Allard. All week long, Burnett's is putting on a thrifty spread. Bread, meats, canned goods, produce, and other treats priced to save you money. And don't forget about their snack bar and deli for those fresh sandwiches, meals, snacks, and more 7 days a week at Burnett's Super Red in Allard.
Your supermarket.
November is Truck Month at Crossville Ford Lincoln Mercury. That means better bargains on the complete line of 1994 Ford trucks. From the new Ranger line with its new innovations for 1994 to the F-Series Super Duty line for the big haul, every Ford truck is packed with features that make it the performance champ for 1994. Test drive your choice and get the deal of a lifetime from Crossville Ford Lincoln Mercury during November.
When it comes to Ford trucks, come to us.
At the end of 3 quarters of play, Clarkrange in front by the score 55-44. Pickett County will have the ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And it is Coach Rogers down here calling his defense. Underneath it'll go to number 33. Shot up there, no good by Joseph Riddle. And the rebound taken away by Deaton. Jamie Deaton getting the final points of the third quarter as Taylor took a shot. And here's a steal by Crouch. Crouch with a steal. He'll go in for the layup, and nice layup there by Crouch. I wasn't sure it went through actually first, but it did. Crouch with 10. And now Clarkrange with the ball back in front court. Now it's stolen away by Crouch again. Here he comes. Crouch has it stripped away by Stowers and Swafford. Swafford with a loose ball. Swafford into the front court. And a technical on Coach Mike Buck. And I'm not sure what happened, but a technical on the Pickett County bench. And that will send to the line Jason. And 7:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Technical on Pickett County. And it'll be Jason Taylor at the line for Clarkrange. For Clarkrange. Taylor's free throw up there. No good. Taylor misses his first free throw. Jason 3 points in the game. And that one is good. So he makes 1 of 2. Now Clarkrange will get the ball. Clarkrange has only 4 players who have scored in this game. Ramsey with 21, Deaton with 22, Swafford with 9, and Taylor with 4 points now. Only 4 players have scored for Clarkrange. I think maybe just 5 for Pickett County. Haven't been a whole lot of players used in this game. A couple of substitutions on the Pickett County side. Clarkrange with the basketball, leading now by 10, 56-46. Nice feed there, Taylor to Ramsey. Ramsey, the turnaround in the lane, no good. Rebound coming off over the head of Deaton, and picking it up will be Joseph Riddle of the Bobcats. 6:50 to go in the contest. Clarkrange up by 10. Here comes Amonette. He'll be blocked by Taylor. Taylor stepping in front of Amonette. And that appeared to be a good call by the official. Taylor will be called for the foul. And that'll be the 4th on Jason. 56-46, 10-point lead for Clarkrange. And now it's going to be a foul on the inbound speed. Jason Ramsey, I think. Yes, Jason Ramsey going to be called for, looks like they say, a hold on the inbound. By the way, Jason Ramsey wearing number 55 tonight. I have him down as 44, but 55 he is wearing tonight. And we have a timeout. Timeout with 6:46 to go in the game. Clarkrange leads 56-46.
The smell of warm gingerbread, glow of a cozy fire, the sound of parents reading The Night Before Christmas to their children. Memories like these make the holiday season a joyous time. That's why Twin Lakes Telephone would like for you to share the joy this holiday season. Send a card, sing a carol, or simply call someone and say you care. On behalf of everyone at Twin Lakes Telephone, we thank you for making 1993 a wonderful year, and we wish each and every one of you the brightest and merriest holiday season ever. Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative, linking families with love.
I'm Chad Canancer, a member of the Fentress County Bank Student Advisory Board. I've found that Fentress County Bank bankers are committed to serving the needs of this community, from our teenage board to our senior citizens. This means providing financial services suited to all ages.
And Pickett County with a basket, Amonette. And now, of course, there is a foul going to be called. Pickett County pulls to within 8 points, 56-48. And the foul will be on Amonette, his second. So Pickett County has pulled within 8 points. A lot of time remaining in this one, 6:37. And Clarkrange with the basketball. Clarkrange has led most of the way. Here's Ramsey putting up a 3. It's no good. And the rebound is pulled down by number 33. That is Joseph Riddle. He clears it out quickly to Crouch. Crouch inside for Paris. Battle with Deaton. Deaton takes it away. Now it's stripped away by Crouch. So Deaton had it for a moment, but Crouch gets it back. Crouch in the late shot rejected. That's going to be an offensive foul. An offensive foul on Crouch. He went through with a shot, and it was rejected by Deaton. And that'll be the third. No, it'll actually be the 4th on Crouch. Team's 3rd of this half. And Clarkrange will have it to bring in against full court pressure into Deaton. Deaton back over to Swafford. Swafford will move it up the right side to Stowers. Stowers to Taylor. Taylor Up to Deaton. Here comes Deaton. He'll lay it up and score. That one had to decide if it was going to fall or not. It rattled and finally fell. 24 points for Jamie Deaton. 10-point lead for Clarkrange. Amonette down low. Here's a shot put up no good by that was 33 Riddle. And coming up with the ball is Sowers to Taylor. Jason Taylor into the front court to Swafford. Down to 5:40 to go. Taylor to the corner. Ramsey free for a moment. Doesn't take the shot. Getting over there quickly was Riddle. Clarkrange now slowing it down a little bit. Spreading out the floor. Spreading it out as you can almost say that we've gone to the corners, but not exactly that. Now off to from Ramsey to Deaton, and Deaton 2 more. Ramsey coming out of the corner with a ball, took it into the lane, then dumped it off to Deaton, who scores. It's a 12-point Clarkrange lead. Here's the ball stripped away momentarily, but Amonette gets it back, and he'll score. Amonette for 2 more. Show him with a 19. And back will come the Buffaloes. Swafford, that shot, no, that could have been a goaltending, but no call from the official. He says it was blocked. No call as far as the goaltending. Now Paris, they try to go inside to him, but it's picked off by Taylor, now knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Clarkrange. Clarkrange almost, Pickett County almost to steal, and almost gotten back by Clarkrange, and they'll say it's off the Buffaloes. Going out of the game will be Joseph Riddle. Coming back in, I believe that is who's number 20. That is Ryan Hain. Brandon Robinson, he comes into Brandon Robinson. Now back to Amonette. Amonette head of the circle, firing no good. Long rebound. Barton Paris will chase it down. Back over to Haynes. Haynes will fire, no good. Long rebound. This time it's Jason Ramsey. Jason Ramsey. 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the ball game. Gary Clark telling me during that last time out that the last time Clarkrange beat Pickett County was when Mike Buck was a player here at Clarkrange. I couldn't be sure myself when it was, but that's probably so. And back will come the Bobcats, trailing now by 10. Inside it goes to Harris, and he will score, and he is fouled. Barton Paris giving the point. Barton Paris with the points. And that foul going to be charged on Jason Ramsey. And it'll be at the line. Barton Paris for 1 shot. His team trailing now by 8 points. Still 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the ball game. And somebody moving as they were shot, or getting ready to shoot. I think Haynes was moving up the floor as the ball was in play. And now it's going to be given out to Clarkrange. 60-52. Here is Ramsey. And Clarkrange will spread out the floor again a little bit to open up some passing lanes. And maybe make it possible for somebody to drive to the basket. Now there's the ball knocked out of bounds by a Pickett County player. Give it out again to Clarkrange. 3:54 to go in the ball game. And it comes to Jamie Deaton. Jamie to Ramsey on the wing, left side. Ramsey to Deaton. Back out to Taylor as Clarkrange watches the clock move down to 3:45, and now somebody kicking the ball. There was a steal by Pickett County, but I think they'll say they kicked the ball free. 3:44 to go in the contest. And it'll be Jason Taylor to bring it in. Taylor into Deaton. Back out front to Swafford. Here's Taylor launching a long one. No good. Rebound. Barton Paris will take it away. Barton Paris for the Bobcats. Up court quickly to Crouch. He'll fire. Long range. No good. And the rebound underneath that is Brandon Robinson putting it back. Brandon Robinson has 9 points. And it's a 6-point ball game suddenly. 60-54. Clarkrange with smaller and smaller lead. They led it by 11 at the end of the third quarter. Here comes Swafford down on the baseline to Deaton. Deaton near the free throw line. Over to Taylor. And we're now 3 minutes to go in the ball game. It's a 6-point affair, 60-54. In the lane it goes Deaton. Deaton will be offensive foul. Coach Rogers protesting the call, but to no avail. And that'll be a foul on Deaton, offensive foul. His first, I believe, of the game. So no real danger of Jamie fouling out of this one. 60-54, under 3 minutes to go. Up court it comes to Pickett County. They've got a real chance to get right back into this one And now they lose the ball as it gets away from Haynes, picked up by Taylor. Taylor pushes it into the front court, over to Swafford, to Ramsey. Back to Taylor with 2.5 minutes to go. Clarkrange with a slim 6-point lead now. And here's a steal. Stowers pass for Swafford, picked off by Crouch, and he will be fouled by Swafford. Chris Swafford going to pick up what I think is his 4th foul. And that is the 4th on Chris. And now going out of the game will be number 20, Ryan Haynes. Coming in will be 14. That is Tim Reagan. Reagan in for the Bobcats, and at the line will be Crouch. Matt Crouch makes it a 5-point game. Matt Crouch, he has 11. 60-55. 2:24 to go. Clarkrange lead has been double digits much of the second half, but not so now. And the second one is good by Crouch, and it's down to a 4-point game. 60-56. 2:20 to go. Ramsey brings it across the timeline. Clarkrange and gives it off to Taylor. Taylor taking it back to the left side to Deaton, head of the circle, over to Ramsey. Time running down to 2 minutes now. Pickett County all over the ball, and there's a backdoor cut by Swafford. Get it too. Nice feed from Taylor. Backdoor feed from Taylor to Chris Swafford. And I didn't see that one coming myself. Here was a shot up by, who was that? Shot up, no good, out of bounds, and they're going to give it out to Pickett County. Air ball put up by Pickett County. And with 1:50 to go, Clarkrange leading it by 6 points. Here's a shot out of the corner. No good for Amonette, an air ball. 2 air balls in a row. And now a push-off. A foul going to be called, I think, on Ramsey. It will be Jason. That's the 3rd on Jason. And this will put on the line Matt Crouch. Crouch making 2 there moments ago to bring his team to within 4. He's going to have to do it all over again. They trail by 6 with 1:47 to go. That one is up and good. Matt Crouch now with 11, making 13 points in the game. And he'll have one more coming. It's good. So Crouch again brings his team to within 4. Taylor pushes it up the right side into the front court, gives it to Stowers out in the corner, and he'll be leaned on. And they're going to put Stowers on the line. Reagan quickly wants to put John Stowers on the line, so that'll be the 1st on Reagan. And it'll be John Stowers. No, that's only the 4th, they say. And let's count. That's correct. Displayed in the game. I was just assuming they would be going to the line, but that's only the 4th. And so maybe just as well for Clarkrange, they keep possession and run some clock down. They might trade a couple of points for the opportunity to kill some clock. And now Swafford will be fouled. I believe Amonette will be charged with this one. It will be Joseph Amonette. Team's 3rd foul, or his 3rd foul. That's 5 on the team, so they can waste one more. Again, Clarkrange getting the ball back. Opportunity to kill some clock to Ramsey. Ramsey into the lane. Will he be called for traveling? He is called for traveling. Pickett County player got a hand on the ball, and Ramsey's called for traveling. So the Bobcats will come down looking to cut it possibly down to 1 point. And if they trail by 4 with a 3-point basket, they can make it 1. Here comes Crouch. Crouch going to put up the 2-point. No, underneath he goes to Barton Paris. It's no good. Follow-up, no good. Paris will try it 3rd time good. Barton Paris had 3 shots, made it on the 3rd try. And folks, we got us a 2-point ball game. 62-60, exactly 1 minute to go. Here comes Taylor. Taylor to Ramsey. Ramsey to Deaton. Off the glass and good. Jamie Deaton again could have slammed that one, but chose to be sure and banks it off the glass. Here's Reagan, baseline jumper. It's going to be no good. Rebound Crouch. I think that is Crouch, or is, yes, it is Crouch underneath there, and he'll be fouled. 43 seconds to go. Well, Crouch twice has brought his team back from 6 points down to 4. Now he can bring them to within 2 again. That foul on Jason Taylor. And that is 5 on Jason Taylor. So Taylor, after playing a fine floor game, will leave after scoring 4 points. And Michael Howard will come into the game for the Buffaloes. 43 seconds remaining in the contest. At the line will be Crouch. Matt Crouch. Matt Crouch at the line. Free throw up there. No good. That's a big miss, but Barton Paris had the rebound and it got away. And it'll be out of bounds, but I think one more shot coming, and it was a two-shot situation. Everybody went for the rebound, so naturally I called it that way, but that is no good. And the second one is no good, and Clarkrange with a rebound, and Swafford will be fouled. So Matt Crouch misses two big free throws, and then Swafford will be fouled, and that'll be a foul on Reagan. And it will not be Swafford going to the free throw line. That will still be only 6 fouls. So the next one will put Clarkrange on the line. Swafford to bring it in to Deaton. Deaton right back to Swafford. Swafford hooks it over to Ramsey with 4-point lead. 35 seconds to go. Swafford, and he'll be fouled, and this should put him on the line. That foul on Reagan. Tim Reagan with his third. And again, Clarkrange leading by 4. So Swafford. This wouldn't be icing on the cake by any means, but could make things a little more certain for Clarkrange. But first we have a timeout. 33 seconds to go in the game. Clarkrange leads 64-60.
The book on good service was written by a company in Pine Haven. The company, Frog & Williams Incorporated, specialist in crushed limestone of all grades and sizes, including agricultural lime. Whether you're in need of gravel for a driveway or a major construction site, you'll receive the same fast delivery and good service. Call Frog & Williams at 879-ROCK.
When it comes to good service, we wrote the book.
And with 33 seconds remaining in the ball game, it's going to be Chris Swafford going to the line. His team leading by 4, 64-60. This has been a hard-fought battle. Clarkrange has led double digits several times here in the second half, but Pickett County has battled back to make it a 4-point contest late here in the game. And at the line for Clarkrange will be Chris Swafford when action resumes. Again, 2 shots made here would not ice the game necessarily, but would make things a little less tense for Clarkrange. At the line will be Chris Swafford. Chris, his first time at the line tonight. Free throw, good. Chris now with 12 points in the game. His first time at the line. Clarkrange has been to the line only a very few times. They were 2 for 2 in the first half. And I think that was only their 5th time at the line tonight. This one is good. So Swafford makes it a 6-point game. It's 66-60. Half a minute to go. Crouch firing long range. No good. And there will be a foul on Tim Reagan. Looked like that rebound was coming down to John Stowers, and Tim Reagan trying to come over the top and knock the ball away is called for the foul. For Tim Reagan, that'll be his 4th, and it'll be John Stowers now on the line. 27 seconds to go in the ball game. Clarkrange leading it by 6, and if this holds up, the Buffaloes will go to 3-0 and 1-0 in district play. Pickett County would drop to 1-2. And this one is no good by Stowers. Rebound, Deaton, and he gets away from Deaton out of bounds. Give it out to the Bobcats, so they are not done yet. The free throw no good by Stowers. Jamie Deaton looked like had that rebound, but he lost his balance and the ball got away. 24 seconds to go, 23. Inside, nice feed there to Paris, and he lost the handle, but it's saved by Reagan. Reagan out to Crouch. Crouch will launch the 3 off the rim. No good. Paris rebound, turnaround, no good. This time it's Reagan putting it back, and he'll be foul charge. He'll be push fouled, I believe, by Stowers. And it will be John Stowers with the 4th foul of the ball game. His 4th. And with 11 seconds to go, Clarkrange leading by 6. So this one just about assured, but not quite. And that one by Reagan makes it a 5-point game. Tim Reagan makes it 66-61 with 11 seconds to go. We may see another timeout here after this one. It is no good, and the rebound is by Deaton, and he'll be fouled quickly. Deaton will be fouled and will be on the line. Let's see who they charge that foul to. Number 30. That'll be Crouch with the foul. And that's going to be all for Matt. And so Matt Crouch will leave after scoring 14 points. 14 for Crouch. And with just 10 seconds to go, it'll be Jamie Deaton going to the line, but it'll be after Coach Mike Buck of Pickett County makes his substitution. And a lot of the fans now heading for the exits as they feel this one is just about wrapped up, even though it's still rather close, a 5-point ball game, but only 10 seconds remaining. And we do indeed get a timeout. One more timeout to go. We'll take a 30-second break with 10 seconds to go. Clarkrange leads at 66-61.
In our continuing efforts to better serve the people of the Upper Cumberland region, Fentress County General Hospital offers an outpatient surgery department. A nurse is available to explain your surgery, what to expect afterwards, and answer any questions you may have. After most minor procedures, you remain in the hospital for a short time and return home the same day. Today, more and more surgical procedures are available on an outpatient basis. This benefits the patient both from a financial aspect and time lost from home or job.
And just 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining in the ball game, and Clarkrange with a 5-point lead, and Jamie Deaton going to be at the line trying to more or less ice the ball game, leading by 5. Jamie with 28 points on the night. And this one is no good. Rebound is taken away by Brandon Robinson. And now it's taken away by Ramsey. Ramsey put it up no good. This time they clear it out to Pickett County. They can't get it. They will get one shot away. Have it at the buzzer. No good. And Clarkrange, for the first time in a long time, defeats Pickett County 66-61. The Buffaloes win it 66-61. We'll be back shortly with more from Clarkrange.
Fentress County students deserve all the help and encouragement they can get. That's why Cook Trucking Incorporated of Clarkrange is a sponsor of York and Clarkrange basketball. But it goes much further than that. We support better education and a chance for every student to become all they can. By maintaining a strong business standing in the community and providing quality jobs locally, we enhance those opportunities. So when you think of Cook Trucking Incorporated of Clarkrange, think of folks working for a better Fentress County.
The hometown bank that keeps growing with the needs of our community, that's Union Bank. We know the financial needs of this area better than anyone, and we work daily to meet those needs, from loans to savings, from checking to money market accounts. You'll find all the services you need right here at home at Union Bank.
We'll stay here with you to get things done. We're a hometown bank. Everybody needs one.
Union Bank, a hometown tradition since 1904. Member FDIC.
Big investments call for extra care and selection. For anything as important as a new home or business, knowing and trusting your contractor. That's why these words about Blevins Ditching and Excavating. For many years, they have served residential business and industry in this area with custom backhoe work and excavating and has earned their trust. No matter what size the job, call them at 879-5923. Construction specialists with equipment and know-how to get the job done.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Who's got big news on bigger burgers? Your Dairy Queen Brazier store, of course. Dairy Queen's regular hamburgers are bigger, so you get more great hamburger taste. Burgers, hot dogs, and specialty sandwiches. Peanut buster parfaits, banana splits, and DQ blizzard-flavored treats. Hot and cold foods that go beyond the dull and dim you get at other places. Delicious delights that aren't a drag on your wallet. Only at your Dairy Queen Brazier store, North Main Street in Jamestown.
And before we take you back to Gary Crockett, let me give you a final score from the Livingston-Cookeville game. The Cookeville boys, the Cavaliers over Livingston, 61-49. Now back to Gary.
Okay, thank you, Gary Clark. Welcome back, everyone, where the Clarkrange boys have just defeated Pickett County by the score of 66-61. Coach Lamar Rogers just now coming around and talked to the coach here for a moment or two about the two ball games this evening. Coach Lamar Rogers, well, a couple of good ball games this evening. Had pretty good advantages there for a time, but Pickett County fought back well in both contests.
Well, that's right. Two real exciting ball games, Gary, and had an outstanding crowd here tonight, and just outstanding environment. When you turn the lights off and they introduce our team, I just tell the players, where else would you rather be? Because it's just fantastic, and you just get so excited about it, and had two good efforts by the girls team and the boys teams both here.
Okay, let's go back to the girls game. Well, first of all, let's do the boys first. Boys first, I think it should be sometimes. It's been quite a while, I guess, since Clarkrange has beaten Pickett County. Of course, they've had some great teams the last few years, and we were trying to determine here a little while ago when it was the last time, and it might have been when Coach Mike Buck was playing here, but it's been a while, I guess.
Well, probably has. We had, hadn't checked on anything. I know that, I think we've had them a few times over the years, and one thing or another, they've, pulled out a win. They've had some great teams, and I think they, got another outstanding teams. They've got 2 or 3 players that I think, is going to be as good as anybody you'll find around.
Okay, but you had an outstanding effort. Jason Ramsey, Jamie Deaton, your big guys inside gave you an outstanding effort tonight. Of course, it takes 5 or 6 players to do it, but those guys gave you a good game.
Well, that's right. We're not getting real good balance scoring yet, Gary, and really. But moving the ball pretty good and taking what the defense gives. But I think the team will keep getting better. There's 10 more points in there pretty quick. I think if they can improve. Adjustment period and everything, and we've got to get our half-court offense going a little bit better also. But, defense, I think, is real important, and, they get to where they can press the whole game, and they're doing that a little bit. They're not fouling as much as the girls are, so that's, great also.
Okay, looking back at the girls' game, an outstanding effort there, 85-77, and you had... several girls have an outstanding night. Andrea Hall I thought, really took over about the second quarter. She just more or less dominated. The freshman, Jessica Jones, you might want to comment. Boy, she came off the bench and gave you some good minutes tonight.
That's right. She's going to be a dandy. And, this is her 3rd game. In the first 2 games, she hadn't done a whole lot. She's kind of a little bit nervous. And when I had her last year in 8th grade, she did the same thing last year. Last year's first year she played, she hadn't played in the 7th grade. But she's going to be a good one, and we've got some other girls played outstanding. I, felt like, Pamela handled the pressure real good and run the offense. And then we've got, I feel like, a lot of weapons. They left Amy Smith open, challenging her to shoot some, and she popped some big threes in. And I was aware people was going to do that to us this year, and I felt like, the end result would be like that. So, had that game very well in control, and I think we thought it was over before it was. Of course, Byrdstown, their credit came back and, made us, had to be alert there at the end.
Yeah. I think I commented early, you're getting some of your really tough games out of the way early this year. You've already had Salina, you've had Pickett County, and of course, you got to face them again at their places now, but a tough opening schedule for you. You got to go to Crossville this Friday night, and that's going to be a pretty good ball game over there.
Well, that's right. That'll be another challenge for us, Gary. They'll have officials from a different association also, and we'll have to adjust to those. And I went over and watched them last night when York played them, and York's height and the girls, of course, gives them a big advantage over people and bother the Crossville a lot. But we won't be, we're not that tall, so it'll be a different type of ball game. And Crossville, the guys will be, real challenging. They've got some outstanding players, and it's going to be a real physical ball game. So we'll have to keep a composure and then do a good job. And the guys doing real good. Their defense, I think, played real well tonight. We went what we was trying to do. Pretty well worked most of the game tonight on the defense.
Well, obviously you're pleased with a couple of district wins over Pickett County, and I guess all in all, just pretty well satisfied with the team's efforts tonight, both of them.
That's right. We got a lot, more tough games starting with Friday, and then we of course got some others, but hopefully we can try to learn from mistakes with a win, and we can get keep getting better to try to keep forcing the boys and girls both to have a lot of intensity in practice, keep working harder, and that'd be the key to where we'll improve all year long, I think. So we're trying to do that, and they're responding real well, and guys just real tickled with the win, and made some big free throws. Chris Swampers made 2 big ones there that really helped a whole lot, and had some key rebounds. So real pleased, with both wins tonight against 2 very good Byrdstown teams.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the 2 big district wins. Like I say, Friday night you got Cumberland County over there at Crossville, so good luck, and pick up 2 more wins this Friday night.
Okay, thank you a lot, Gary.
Coach Lamar Rogers picking up 2 wins tonight, getting the girls win by the score of 85-77, and the boys winning this evening by the score of 66-61. So you wrap up on these 2 games, and then we'll get it out of here, get it back to Gary Clark at the station. The Clarkrange Lady Buffaloes picked up their 3rd win and their 2nd district win tonight with an 85-77 win over Pickett County. For Clarkrange in the game, 26 points, Andrea Hall, 17 for Pamela Rogers, 6 points for Rodica Dishman, 13 for Melinda Atkinson. Amy Smith added 14, and Jessica Jones had 9 points. For Pickett County tonight, they were led in scoring by Kristen Simmons with 23 points, 11 points for Christina Hughes, 11 points for Paige Mitchell, 16 for Emily Tompkins, 10 points for Sarah Paris, 6 points in the game for Shannon Johnson. For, the Clarkrange Lady Buffaloes now with the 85-77 win. They are 3-0 overall on the season, 2-0 in the district. Pickett County goes to 2-1 overall, 0-1 in district play. In the boys contest, Clarkrange defeats Pickett County 66-61. For Clarkrange, 21 points for Jason Ramsey, 28 for Jamie Deaton, 13 for Chris Swafford, 4 points in the game for Jason Taylor. For Pickett County, 19 points from Joseph Amonette, 14 for Matt Crouch, 9 points in the game for Brandon Robinson, 15 for Barton Paris, and 4 points for Tim Reagan. Clarkrange wins at 66-61. Clarkrange boys now 3-0 overall, 1-0 in district, or 2-0 in district play, and Pickett County is now at 1-2 overall, 1 in district play. So Clarkrange with a couple of wins here this evening as the girls win 85-77, the boys winning 66-61. Next action for Clarkrange will be Friday night as they travel to Cumberland County for non-district action at Crossville. York Institute will be playing at home, or rather on the road, first of all. Thursday night they'll be playing at Marion County down at Jasper. And then Friday night it's the first home action for York, as this Friday night York will be hosting DeKalb County, and you can hear those games live on WDEV this Friday night. Tonight's action has been brought to you by Crossville Ford Lincoln Mercury, by your Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative, by Fentress County Bank, Jamestown, Allard, and Clarkrange, by Frog & Williams Incorporated, Highway 127 North at Pine Haven, by Fentress County General Hospital, Highway 52 West in Jamestown, by the Union Bank, North Main in Jamestown, by Cook Trucking Incorporated of Clarkrange, by the Dairy Queen, North Main Street in Jamestown, by Progressive Savings Bank of Jamestown and Wartburg, by the Allard Superette at the Four-Way in Allard, by Kentucky Apparel and Laundry of Fentress County, and by Blevins Ditching and Excavating of Jamestown. Again, Clarkrange winning 2 tonight as they take 2 games, both ends of the doubleheader from Pickett County. Our next broadcast Friday night when York will be hosting DeKalb County at the Dragon Pit. For 15104 Sports, first of all, before we go, let me remind you, Keith Smith filming here tonight, and these games will be shown in the Clarkrange area Sunday afternoon at 2:45. For 15104 Sports from Clarkrange, Gary Crockett. Thanks so long.
Country loving, Mid South Fork Country, WD.